Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I wish everyone is enveloped with a good health. My name is Nur Hafizah binti Ibrahim, a Deputy Registrar from University Technology Mara, Malaysia. Today, I would like to present you a paper titled Towards Human Values, Ethics and Positive Emotion in Good Governance, a Reliability Test of Good Governance Index Model. The paper was co-authored by myself and two fellow colleagues from University Technology Mara, that is Professor Anitawati Muhammad Luqman and Madam Azida Azmi, a former UiTM registrar. Ladies and gentlemen, let me briefly introduce you about the study. Good governance is a critical agenda for organizations to sustain their competitive position in a VUCA world. Commonly, good governance entails good performance and conformance. However, the aftermath corporate scandal across the decades revealed that the ethical values and moral standards are crucial in institutionalizing good governance practice. Therefore, in this study, good governance is predetermined by the ability of managers advocates to focus on human values and ethics in yielding positive emotions. Ladies and gentlemen, Good Governance Index is commonly used to measure the extent of good governance practice exercised by the organization. Nevertheless, the instruments to measure good governance are lacking, especially in public universities in Malaysia. Hence, it is vital for the organization to develop the index that is relevant to its own setting and drive human emotions towards internalizing the right behaviors. The purpose of this study is basically to develop a value-based assessment instrument for Good Governance Index for public university, that is so-called GGIPU, in order to stimulate human emotions toward embracing the right behaviors in achieving the organizational goals. The domains used in this study were categorized based on related literature positing the recommendation to adopt the principle as stated in Malaysia Government Circular. Analysis of past literature resulted in 4 domains that were found suitable in the context of public universities to accurately determine the room for improvement. The 4 domains are integrity, accountability, stewardship, and transparency. This study employed a qualitative and quantitative approach, and the study comprised of 5 sections. Firstly, in order to deepen knowledge in this area, the preceding literature and publications were gathered to establish the conceptual framework as shown in the screen. Secondly, 25 questions that constituted the definition and determinants of each domain were established. The formulations of the assessment instrument involved a content expert verification process to elicit a compelling index. Based on the feedback and recommendations, a survey-based questionnaire for GGIPU was developed to measure the overall and respective domains. Thirdly, the questionnaire was distributed as a pilot test to 21 respondents comprising of chairman and secretary of committee meetings of university branches throughout Malaysia. The survey was conducted using the online survey mechanism, and the Likert scale was used to measure the score for each domain. Fourthly, the Cronbach alpha coefficient was calculated to determine the reliability of instrument. Finally, the Cronbach alpha score was interpreted to confirm the instrument. The main findings in this study consist of 2 major parts. Firstly is the GGIPO assessment instrument. For the integrity domain, there were 6 items identified with regards to declarations of conflict of interest, dissemination, clarification, implementation, employee involvement, and discussion of issues pertaining to governance policies and procedures. The accountability domain, comprising of 6 items pertaining to establishment of compulsory committees, roles and responsibilities of the committees, and their responsibility in decision making. For the stewardship domain, there were 6 items identified with regards to appointment of committee members, implementations of term of reference, resource management and performance management. And lastly, transparency domain comprising of 7 items pertaining to standard operating procedures and policies, strategic information, service delivery and decision making. The second part of the findings is the reliability score as calculated by Cronbach alpha coefficient, and the result shows that the reliability for integrity domain was 0.918. Accountability domain was 0.963, stewardship domain was 0.951, transparency domain was 0.955, and the overall domain was 0.984. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the conclusion. Due to subjectivity of good governance, specific measures are required to assess the level of practices. In this study, a GGIP was developed to be a mechanism that bridges the gap in current state. The overall Cronbach alpha value for the GGIPU is above 0.85, and this value is considered good as the value falls between 0.7 to 0.9. The GGIPU will be a useful tool for managers advocates to assess good governance, while facilitating them to devise strategies to inculcate good human values and ethics, hence yielding positive emotions. As for the future work, it is suggested to conduct a similar study with the case of other industry and to investigate a greater domains to establish model that is appropriate to provide generalization. That's all from me. If you have any further questions, do not hesitate to contact me via email as posted in the screen. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye bye and see you.